These are the most insane clutch touchdowns in the NFL to ever been caught on camera. Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins, November 15th, 2020. Picture it. The Cardinals are down by 1 at home with 11 seconds left, and the Bills have every fan biting their nails. Kyler Murray takes the snap, scrambles left, and jukes a defender like he's in a video game. With 3 giant linemen chasing him, Kyler launches the football high into the desert sky. In the end, zones stand 3 Buffalo defenders and 1 man in bright red gloves, DeAndre Hopkins. Everyone jumps. Somehow, Hopkins climbs the ladder, snags the ball, tucks it tight, and lands like a superhero. Touchdown! The stadium explodes, teammates dogpile Hop, and Murray screams with joy. Headlines call it the Hail Murray, a play that turns one desperate throw into instant legend. Kids on playgrounds copy it, and the highlight loops on every sports show for weeks. It reminds us that in football, 10 seconds is enough time for pure magic. Ben Roethlisberger to Santonio Holmes, February 1st, 2009. Steelers vs Cardinals, final minute in Tampa. Pittsburgh once held a 27 lead, but Larry Fitzgerald's 64-yard sprint flipped the scoreboard to 23-20 Arizona with 2:37 left, turning every Steeler heartbeat into a drum. Big Ben takes over at his own 22 and coolly zips passes to Santonio Holmes, won a 40-yard sideline dart that sets the stage at the Arizona 6. The clock drills under 45 seconds. Shotgun snap. Roethlisberger rolls right, pump fakes, then fires a laser toward the back right corner. 3 Cardinal defenders swarm, but Holmes stretches like a ballet dancer on fast forward, plants both toes a hair inside the white paint, and secures the ball with fingertip glue. The ref hesitates, peers at the turf, then pops both arms skyward. Touchdown. Fans everywhere hold their breath through the replay, which shows green blades trapped between Santonio's shoes and the sideline. Goodbye millimeters. Heinz Field bars erupt 1,000 miles away. Terrible towels whirl like yellow tornadoes, and Cardinals cornerbacks can only shake their heads. Pittsburgh adds the extra point, confetti showers the end zone, and Holmes, named Super Bowl MVP, clutches the Lombardi trophy while shouting, "I told you I'd be great today." That toe-tap masterpiece proves championships often hinge on inches and perfect footwork. Marshawn Lynch's Beastquake, January 8th, 2011, Seahawks barely squeeze into the playoffs at 7-9 and face the defending champ Saints. With under 4 minutes left, Seattle up 34-30, Marshawn Lynch takes a handoff at his own 33. He bulldozes 1 defender, stiff arms another into orbit, spins through 2 more, and gallops 67 yards for the dagger. As he leaps into the end zone, he grabs his face mask and pulls, classic Marshawn swagger. Fans scream so loud that local seismographs record ground motion, dubbing it the Beastquake. Seattle wins 41-36, and Lynch's run becomes the gold standard for power, heart, and never give up attitude. Frank Wycheck to Kevin Dyson, January 8th, 2000. Wildcard weekend, Titans trailing Bills 16-15 with 16 seconds left. Buffalo kicks short. Fullback Lorenzo Neal Fields hands to tight end Frank Wycheck, who laterals across the field, almost straight backward, to speedy Kevin Dyson. Dyson takes off down the sideline, blockers mowing down would-be tacklers. 75 yards later, he dives into the end zone. Crowd erupts, Nashville shakes. Replays confirm the pass is legal. Titans win 22-16 and race all the way to the Super Bowl. Even today, Tennesseans shout home run throwback anytime they see a Laterus. Aaron Rodgers to Richard Rodgers, December 3rd, 2015. The Packers trail the Lions 23-21 at Ford Field, and time has run out, except for one weird gift. Detroit's defense grabs Aaron Rodgers' face mask on the final play, so the refs give the Pack an untimed down at midfield. The crowd is roaring. Green and gold fans are praying. Aaron takes the snap, dodges 2 rushes, and uncorks a moonshot that seems to hang forever. Under the ball waits tight end Richard Rodgers, no relation, boxed in by blue jerseys. He times his leap perfectly, reaches up with both hands, and pulls the rock down on the goal line. Touchdown. Final horn. Packers 27, Lions 23. The stunned silence in Detroit says it all. Aaron pumps his fist, teammates sprint from the sideline, and announcers yell, "This is why you never leave a game early." One heave, one miracle, one happy Green Bay December night. Case Keenum to Stefon Diggs, January 14th, 2018. 10 seconds left. Vikings down 24-23. US Bank Stadium feels like it might crack from tension. Case Keenum drops back at his own 39 and fires a hopeful dart to Stephon Diggs near the right sideline. Saints safety, Marcus Williams dives and whiffs. Diggs stumbles, somehow stays in bounds, then turns on the Jets. The crowd's gasp turns into a tornado of cheers as he sprints the final 35 yards. Touchdown, clocks hit 0. Diggs whips off his helmet, flings it, and leaps into teammates' arms while purple confetti rains. Commentators shout, "Are you kidding me?" The Vikings move on. New Orleans stands stunned. From playgrounds to living rooms, kids yell, "Minneapolis Miracle," every time they catch a clutch pass. Eli Manning to Plaxico Burress, February 3rd, 2008. The Patriots were 18-0, chasing the first perfect season since 1972, and people thought this game was just a victory lap. For 3 quarters, the Giants' defense battled like lions, but they still trailed 14-10 with a little more than a minute left. Then came the wildest 68 seconds ever. On 3rd and 5, Eli looked sacked by a whole wall of Patriots. Somehow he spun free, scrambled out, and fired the helmet catch to David Tyree, who pinned the ball to his helmet while falling backward for 32 yards. The sideline went nuts, but the job wasn't done. 35 seconds remained. Ball on the New England 13th. Plaxico Burress lined up wide left against corner Ellis Hobbs. He juked inside, froze Hobbs, then darted to the pylon. Eli lofted a perfect rainbow, just soft enough to drop over Hobbs, but quick enough to beat the safety. Burress glided under it, tapped both feet in the paint, and raised the ball in triumph. Touchdown, Giants 17, Patriots 14. The confetti cannons roared, Belichick walked off stunned, and the phrase 18 and done swept across every headline. One fearless drive, one perfect fade, and David slayed Goliath on the biggest stage in sports history. Peyton Manning's comeback, January 21st, 2007. It looked like another New England nightmare. By early Q2, the Pats were up 21-3, and TV cameras kept finding nervous Colts fans with hands on heads. But Peyton Manning refused to blink. He marched Indy for a field goal before halftime, then opened the third quarter slinging quick outs to Reggie Wayne and seam lasers to Dallas Clark. A wild sequence followed. Manning tied it 21-21. The teams traded blows, and Ellis Hobbs housed an 80-yard kick return that put the Pats back up 31-28. Lucas Oil sounded like a roller coaster, screams, groans, then screams again. Late fourth, still down 34-31, Peyton engineered one last 80-yard masterpiece. He converted 3rd and 10 with a bullet to Clark, then hit Wayne on a slant that tacked on extra yards thanks to a shoestring stumble. At the 3-yard line, everyone expected another pass, but Joseph Adai took a draw, plowed through a linebacker, and tumbled across the goal line. Dome goes berserk. Colts 38-34. Tom Brady, cool as ever, had 1 minute to answer. He zipped to midfield, but on 3rd and 4, cornerback Marlon Jackson undercut a slant for the game-sealing interception. Pandemonium. Peyton punched the air, finally slayed the Pats Dragon, and Indy punched its ticket to Super Bowl 41, ending the old Peyton can't beat Brady when it matters talk once and for all. Carson Palmer to Larry Fitzgerald, January 16th, 2016. Playoff night in Arizona. The Cardinals and Packers are locked at 20-20 in overtime. On the first snap, the pocket collapses, Carson Palmer spins like a top, and somehow spots Larry Fitzgerald wide open on the right. Larry catches it and turns upfield. He jukes one guy, stiff arms another, and races 75 yards, weaving through cheesehead tacklers while the crowd loses its mind. 2 plays later, from the 9-yard line, Palmer shovel passes to Larry cutting inside. Fitzgerald dives over the pylon. Game over, 26-20. Fans chant, "Larry, Larry," as red fireworks light the sky. Everyone replays his crazy 75-yard run in slow-mo, grit, speed, and Hall of Fame heart. The lesson? Never doubt Larry Legend when the lights are brightest. Trey Burton to Nick Foles to Zach Ertz, February 4th, 2018. Picture the scene. Eagles versus Patriots in freezing cold Minneapolis. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. 38 seconds left in the first half. Philly leads 15-12, but head coach Doug Peterson is done playing it safe. He flashes the signal. Philly special. Tight end Trey Burton goes in motion. The snap goes directly to running back Corey Clement, who flips it to Burton's sweeping right. While every Patriot chases the fake, quarterback Nick Foles slips into the end zone, totally alone. Burton lofts a gentle pass. Foles hauls it in for the easiest and cheekiest TD catch of his life. The crowd erupts, TV announcers lose their voices, and at home every kid rewinds the play a dozen times. Fast forward to 2 minutes 21 seconds in the fourth. New England has stormed back, but Philly trails 33-32. Foles faces 3rd and 7 at the Patriots 11. He zips a dart to Zach Ertz crossing the middle. Ertz grabs it at the 5, dives for the goal line, the ball pops up, but he regains control as he crashes into the blue paint. After review, the refs rule, touchdown, Eagles up 38-33. A late strip sack seals the 41-33 win. Philly finally lifts its first Lombardi trophy. Fans pour into Broad Street, scale-greased light poles belt out her Fly, Eagles, Fly, and forever treasure the night gutsy play calling and a backup QB toppled Tom Brady's dynasty. And that's the list. 15 jaw-dropping walk-off scores that prove one play can change everything. Which moment had you jumping off the couch? Drop your favorite in the comments, spike that button, and hit subscribe so you never miss our next football deep dive. Thanks for watching.